Hello, creative minds. Happy New Year and welcome to 2026. And today's project, I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful top that you see here. You can make it in any color of your choice and it really come out well. I'm going to be showing you how to go about it. Let's get right into the tutorial. So for this project, I'm making use of this fabric that you see here. Like I said, you can make use of any fabric of your choice. And I'm just going to go ahead and begin placing it and folding it into two because this is a cut together top. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to be sharing with you some good news that I have for you this 2026. So if you're a total beginner and you're looking at how to go about starting your sewing journey like a total beginner, we are going to be having a class for you, and this class is absolutely free. I'm going to be including the link in the description box as well, and I'll also pin it in the comment section so you can join this class is going to be on WhatsApp and it's going to be running through February. That's the first 3 weeks in February. So do well to go ahead and click on the link and join the class, and we'll begin the classes in February. Now you can also go ahead and also join our sewing community, that is Stylebymarvellgreg community, where you can go ahead and request tutorials. So you can go ahead and request any kind of tutorial of your choice and I'll go ahead and make it for you, but you have to be a member of this channel. So just go ahead and click on the link and become a member of the channel so you can request any tutorial of your choice. I'm also going to be including other links where you can learn pattern illustration and digitalization, how to go about your design interpretation, that's manipulation, the kind of and type of fabrics to use, the kind of combination of colors and all of that. We're going to be doing that this year, and I'm going to be sharing with you different links in the description box. So just go ahead and click on the link, and whichever one that suits you, whichever service you want, you'll be able to access them by just clicking on the link. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and begin this tutorial. So I've gone ahead to fold my pattern and I've highlighted my starting point like so. I'm cutting the back piece first. This is a cut together jacket, and I've gone ahead to highlight the length I want. I have about 28 inches there. So the first step is to mark my shoulder divided by 2, which I've marked here. Then I'm going to determine the length of my sleeve. So the length of my sleeve, I went ahead to mark about 11 inches, and after marking the 11 inches, I added extra half inches for my folding. So I had about 11.5 inches there. So you can do more, depends on how you want it. Then for the length of my sleeve, I will advise you go ahead and do about 12 inches. For me, I did 10 inches because I didn't want it so wide, but you can go ahead and do 12 inches. It's going to really come out nice, and I'm going to rule a straight line all the way to meet the point I have marked. Then the next step now is to just go ahead and determine my bust points. So I'll go ahead and mark my bust points of 11 inches. Then I'm going to just go ahead and mark my waistline as well, then my top. So at my bust points, I marked my round bust measurement divided by 4 and I highlighted it there. Then I'm also going to be adding extra 3 inches for ease. If you observe, this jacket is not a fitted jacket, so go ahead and determine how much ease you want. For me, I'm adding 1.5 ease and extra 1.5 for joining allowance. That is a total of 3 inches, which is perfect for me. You can do 4 inches or even 5 inches, depends totally on how free you want the jacket to be. Then for my waist point, I marked my round waist measurement and also added the 3 inches for ease. Then for the hemline of my top, instead of adding 3 inches for ease, I added 3.5 inches. So that's just extra 5 inches just to give it that curve looking outcome at that point. So I'll just go ahead and connect all my lines just like I'm doing here in this video, and after connecting it, I'll just go ahead and mark my neckline for the back. So for the back, I'm doing 3.3 by 1.5 inches for my neckline, and I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So as I'm cutting my shoulder point, I'm going to go ahead and also include my 1 inch shoulder slope, which I didn't include earlier. Then when I'm cutting it, I'll cut about 1/2 inches upward, which is going to be for my joining allowance, just like you're seeing here. And I'll go ahead and cut the rest of my dress just like so. It's very easy to make. It's not a difficult top to make. So I'm going to place this on my second fabric, which I'm going to be using for the front. Remember, if you observe that this back is cut on fold, okay, your back should be cut on fold. So next I'm gonna head to fold my second fabric, leaving about 1.5 inches for my button allowance. So I left 1.5 inches, so I'll just go ahead and rule that. No, I left 2 inches, so that's 2 inches. I left about 2 inches, so just leave 2 inches and I ruled a straight line. So now we are just going to mark our neck depth. So for the neck depth, I think I used my bust point, that is 11 inches. So I'll just mark what I have at the back and I'll connect it to that 11 inches. Now this is totally depends on you. You can do 10 inches or even 9 inches, depending on how deep you want the front neckline to be. But for me, you can see how I curved it, and I curved it out again to my 2 inches. So for the button allowance, I'm going to be marking about 1.5 inches. For my waist point, I went down by 1 inches for my waist point, just like I'm doing here, and I extended the line. So from that waist point, I will now go ahead and mark about 1.5 inches and I will connect. This is where I'm going to be imputing my button. Then from that point again, if you observe, the down part has an open kind of design. So what I marked is I'm going to mark 2.5 inches at the hemline of my top. Then I will connect it again right to that point where my button allowance is starting from, just like so. Just pay attention to what I've done, you will understand. So I'm going to just curve the rest of the other parts just exactly as I have on the back piece. So I'll just go ahead and cut out. So I'll open it up and I'll go ahead and cut out. So just pay attention to how I'm cutting it out. That point there is our button allowance. So I'll just go ahead and cut like so. So this part I'm cutting out is the neckline for the front piece. And that 2.5 inches extension is for the design at the down part of the dress. And I'll go ahead and cut the excess out of my button allowance, and there you have it. This is our button allowance for the front. Then for the other side, I'll just go ahead and trace exactly what we have at the back piece. I'll go ahead and cut it exactly like so. After cutting it out, I'm going to just give a kind of slanted design at the side when I'm done cutting. So this is exactly how it is. You can see how easy it is. It's not so difficult. So the next part, at the side of my top, I'm going to go up about 1 inches and I'll curve it all the way to meet our center front. So I just did 1 inches, just curve it just to give it a little curve at the hip area. And that's basically all. So the next step now is to, you can go ahead and cut interfacing for yours, but I'll be doing full lining for this dress, and I'll go ahead and insert stay on that button allowance point so as to give it strength when I'm imputing my buttonholes. So this is what I meant. So you can see what I've done here. I've also gone ahead to cut out full lining for both the front and the backs. So if you don't have if you don't want to do a full lining, you can go ahead and do interfacing for the center front and the neckline of the back. Totally depends on you. So now I'm just going to go ahead and turn out the front just like I'm demonstrating with my hands. So I'm just going to only leave the shoulder and the sleeve part. So I'll not turn out the sleeve parts and the shoulder parts. But for the back, I'll turn out everything as well. I'll turn out the neckline, and I will not turn out the shoulder, and I'll also not turn out the sleeve part, but I'll turn out the side and the down part of it with my lining. I'll do this and I'll come back to show you what we have after doing that. So this is what we have. I've turned out everything. I've turned out the neckline of the back. You can see the sides, the down part, and for the front I've also turned out everything as well neatly. So the only part I didn't turn out is the shoulder part, because I want to join my shoulder using lining to lining and fabric to fabric, just like we always do in this channel. I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll go ahead and do that and turn the shoulder. You're going to see how neat it's going to be. So this is what it looks like by the time I was done turning. You can see how beautiful it's looking like. So the next step now is to go ahead and turn out this part. That's our sleeve part. There's a way you can do it without also with the lining, but it will be like a tutorial for another time. So I'll just go ahead and fold like this, and I'll iron out, and I'll come back to show you. So after doing that, this is what it looks like. You see how beautiful it's looking. The next step now is to just go ahead and impute your button and go ahead and close up your top, and that's basically it, guys. We are done with this dress. Don't forget to like, comment and share. You can go ahead and impute 3 buttons or even 2 big buttons, depends on what you want. And that's basically all for this tutorial. Don't forget, the link for the free beginners class is going to be in the description box for you to join. And also I'm also going to be including other link for technical tutorials, where you can just go ahead and download any tutorial of your choice, and also request for tutorial with a token. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll definitely be seeing you in my next tutorial. Bye.